Hello, my friends, and welcome back as we are here to play a new series of A Game of Thrones, and it has been over a year or so since we have, and I'm very excited to be back. I've been thinking about it for a while, so I'm glad you're here. New and old, if you are new, I hope you stick around, and for all my longtime friends, I sure do appreciate you still being here. So as you can see, I don't have any of the DLCs. I really probably should at least pick up Rose of Power and whatnot at some point. But I just, all base game, I guess. So I'm very excited about this. It's been some time, and I'm very excited to jump back into the world of Game of Thrones, something that I like very, very much. And I remember reading the books a long time ago, even well before HBO ever made a series. I remember reading it on the internet that HBO was coming out with a Game of Thrones, and I went, wait a minute, those books that I read those years ago. So been around for a while. I don't know if I'd call myself the most lore depth knowledge person on the internet, but have a pretty good knowledge. And I can't believe what Dance of Dragons came out in 2011. Is that right? So we are literally 14 years since the last book. That is just amazing to me. So I'm excited to start a new game. So let's go ahead and get in. I think I'll probably go for now. Let's just go to our time period that we know best. Let's go to the Crown Stag period. So like the show, after Robert wins his throne. All right. And here's the thing. There are so many different time periods in this mod that there's a lot of different things, a lot of different places we can go. Obviously, you have your time period of King Viserys, Prince Daemon, and all of that, and then you have like all the Blackfire rebellions, all sorts of good stuff. But like I said, for now, let's go with the traditional, time period of the book setting, basically, if not a little bit before. But I am not going to play as any of these guys. Let's pick our own ruler in the year 284. All right, here we go. All right, so the house I'm going to pick is actually kind of a somewhat replay of the first house that I ever did in this mod. Of course, I've only had 2 playthroughs, and I didn't finish either. And I certainly didn't finish this one because, unfortunately, a mod update came and broke the save. So forgive me if you have even seen those from way back in the day. But it was only 4 episodes long, so it didn't get that far. So I hope you can forgive me. But yes, probably, of course I don't know, but probably a house that quite a few people have played because of the Telltale series games, which was just amazing, by the way. If you haven't played those, go check those out. But House Forrester, okay, of Ironrath, what a cool flag. Kind of reminds me of a reverse, or kind of like the White Tree of Gondor. It's in the north, Ironrath, what a cool name. And I just feel like it's still a nice, difficult start because it's not an easy place. The money is slow. Anyway, so I hope you'll come along with me in this journey. I hope you'll like, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider it. I would appreciate it. And let's jump into it as we start it with Lord Gregor the Good of Ironrath. All right. And here we are, jumps right into it. Here we are in the north, not that far from the holdings of the wall, and not that far also from the stocks here at Winterfell. And here we are, Lord Eddard. He's only 21 years old. We're actually older than Lord Eddard. Here is our capital, Ironrath. Of course, it's the only holding that we have. Our capital and one castle that we have in our whole county here. Let's take a look at that. It is a level 3. It's a small castle. We do have a special building, the Ironwood Forest, which gives us 0.55 gold a month. And it's hard to make money here in the north. There is not a lot of economic opportunities for us. But the Ironwood Forest, among the Wolfswood, there stand ironwood trees whose wood is stronger and darker than any other in Westeros. Used for tools, weapons, equipment, and even buildings, harnessing the potential of the ironwoods can be lucrative. But it can't be, there's no more upgrading it, unfortunately. It's already just set. What else do we have here? Log forts. Gives me a little levies, garrison, and some skirmisher toughness, archer damage. So nothing too crazy here. All right, let's take a look at our current leader, Lord Gregor the Good. I am 39 years old. I am brave, just, compassionate, and diligent. So a lot of good positive personality traits. I am a skilled tactician, a skilled fighter, and I am a knight. So, you know, you can be knighted in this game, which is pretty cool. It gives you a little bit better, you know, you can fight a little bit better. I do have 3 children. I have my player, heir, and son, Roderick, who is 11. Right now, I am pensive. Hey, while I'm here, let's go ahead and change that to stewardship, actually, since we already clicked on it, so go figure. I am the best steward, so yes, I will become his my son's guardian. And let's see, I also have a son, Asher, who will be a martial focus, which I'm happy with that. His trait, he's rowdy. He's rowdy. Let's get my son Asher a guardian as well. That should probably be me again. And I do have a daughter, Mira, only 4 years old. She is charming. She still really hasn't totally filled out yet, so let's see. Well, I guess for her, let's go with a diplomacy. And then, yeah, how about my wife? You will educate Mira. All right, so a couple things. Here is our House Forrester. Iron from Ice. What a cool name. Iron from Ice. Or I should say House Motto. Wow. Our dynasty splendor is insignificant, so we're pretty gosh darn low on the totem pole, that's for sure. 7 living members. Hugo, my cousin. And then I have a couple of other randoms. Like, who is Nomi? How are we related? Oh, through Hugo. Okay. Okay, excellent. Anything else in my regarding the family? Not really. Open legacies, Forrester. Do we get anything from this? Yes, stewards of the Ironwood. So we get plus 10% domain taxes and heavy infantry toughness plus 10%. So we kind of come with a dynasty legacy, so that's pretty cool. And then, of course, there's the other ones. Northmen. There's a special Northman legacy. The North remembers, of course. So this looks kind of military focused here on Northmen. All right, but we don't have any to pick anyway, so that's all right. I do have my wife, Lady Alyssa Brandfield, 32. She's patient, diligent, just, and she's a charismatic negotiator. Very nice. I look pretty good. Do I have any inventory? I do. Iron Will, an illustrious weapon. Iron Will is the Valyrian steel greatsword passed down through the lords of House Forrester. It is incredibly valued and coveted. Look at us. We got a Valyrian steel sword. Prowess plus 9. We get monthly renown from it, prestige, and advantage in forest plus 6. So that's awesome to have. Heck yeah. All right, no lifestyle is chosen. I guess I should fill out. I might as well fill out Gallant, right? Dang it. You do get some martial and prowess. I mean, I kind of feel like a lot of people would say, hey, finish out Gallant and whatever else and then switch to Domain. So then you can get the lifestyle trait. I mean, you know, he's 39, so are we going to have him for 30 years or 10 years? It's always hard to know. Of course, you know, when you play Realms in Exile a lot like I do, You know, you get dwarves and of course elves who could potentially live forever. It's not really a big deal. Um, darn it. Let's just finish out the strategy. Oh, could only be changed every 5 years. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Let's just go with wealth focus or domain. How about domain? And we're gonna work down architect. Okay, it's too late. I can't change it now. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Any too few captains. I can station a men-at-arms regiment. Okay, what do I have? I have 100 Ironwood spears. Armed with spears of Ironwood, these northern troops prove a deadly counter to the Knights of the South. So if we post them up, they're pretty good, 42 and 44. So they're pretty good little spearmen here. Your house is feuding with Whitehill. Of course, if you saw the Telltale game, Whitehill was the main antagonist of that series. Hopefully, I don't think we're gonna let them get the better of us like happens in the game, which is just sad. My nemesis, Lord Ludd of Whitehill. And here he is right here in High Point. Does he have any soldiers? He does have some knights and levies, but he doesn't have what we have. All right. You and Lord Ludd are engaged in a brutal feud between their houses. Indeed. Challenge rival to a fight. I could do that. A non-lethal single combat. The victor loses stress. The loser gains stress. I mean, of course, if he declines, I do get prestige. Let's just jump right into it. You son of a gun. I'm gonna challenge you to a fight. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I need 200, or I need 150 prestige to even do it. All right, well, never mind. Never mind. All right, so here we are. We are directly a liege of the Glovers. Even though we're in a whole separate duchy here. We're in the Duchy of the Black Pines, which no one holds, interestingly enough. But we are under the Glovers. What about the White Hills? They're also the Glovers. What about the Logs? Also Glovers. All right. And then Alpine is this nobody? Oh no, here's somebody. But he's a direct vassal of the Stark. So obviously we can't do much with that. So basically where we're going to have to go for the time being is north and east. And I guess pick up some of this stuff because it's going to be a while before we can probably try and wrestle Deepwood Mott away from the Glovers, you know. They're a lot stronger than we are, but that's okay. All right, so let's unpause and let the games begin, shall we? Oh, my council. All right. Let's see, my steward, 11. You're doing all right. Let's see, I have Lord Duncan Tuttle is my chancellor. I think I would prefer to put you on domestic affairs, though. My master at arms, Lord Garion of Brushcade. All right, not great. Of course, I'm a small house, right? Oh, well, look at that. Royland de Gore, you are a much better marshal. I'm gonna have to switch you over. No offense. There you go. I do have my cousin Hugo as my spy master. Disrupt schemes. I do have a seer. She's got pretty good learning. Yeah, no one better. So you're on religious relations right now. Oh, we got to look at religion too. And in this game, unlike Realms and X, we have a Castellan. So they can kind of do different things depending on what they're best at. Ooh, my chancellor is a really good... Oh, you know what? You are a much better steward than chancellor, so let's move you over. You're a terrible chancellor. Askin Tuttle, you're a better chancellor, so there you go. We got to find out who's best here. And then I would prefer... There you go. Now, Lord Desmond, now you can be my Castellan. And you can oversee the realm. And then after that, you can even select something, negotiate with vassals. But I think just generally overseeing the realm which gives me +2 stewardship and some monthly lifestyle experience is probably 1. Okay, so now our council's looking all filled out here. So as you can see, we're only making 2.7 a month here, so not a lot. We're negative in the prestige, okay? Not good. Yeah, renown. We are insignificant. Ooh, what has Lord given me? He's offering me the position of steward of the Wolfswood. So that knocks me up to 3.7. Heck yeah. I think there's a way to see... family feast. Time for prayer. Tonight's feast at Ironrath was a fairly dull affair. A matter not aided overly by Mother, deciding this was a good evening in which to deliver a lengthy sermon to the rest of the family on the importance of piety and virtue. Oh, geez. So it sounds like it just kind of went on and on. I prefer my sermons in the gods would, personally, so I got a little stress from Mom going off on a tangent. Anyway, there is a, there should be a way, not Royal Court, is it Liege's Council right here. So if you click over here, you can see the Council of my Liege, and here I am as a steward, and the effects on me is 1 gold plus just 1 flat gold, then 5% domain taxes. Ooh, monthly stewardship lifestyle experience, so that's awesome. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Good. Oh, and my wife, of course. She's just on assist ruler in general. I'm going to put you on managed domain. That makes even more gold. So I think I'm just going to hang on to my gold for a minute. All right, there are some towns scattered about, isn't there? Yeah. How much to construct a city? 646 gold. Because here's the thing about being in the north. Look up here, right here. Building in the north. Holding construction time plus 100%. Holding construction cost plus 100%. So it takes, I guess, double the time and double the cost here to build in the north, unfortunately. And like I said, we don't have a lot of good economy. We don't have a good economy up here in the north. I come here asking your leave to marry a maiden by the name of Marion. So my master at arms wants to marry someone. Okay. Marion. She is a Northman. She can fight like a son of a gun. Can women fight? I don't know, but permission is granted. You can marry. Speaking of which, yes, we need to look at our culture. Our culture is Wolfswood Clansman culture. Ooh. Is that different than what, like, the Starks are? Hold on. Yeah, he's just Northmen. While we are... Yeah, while we're Wolfswood Clansmen. Interesting. Okay, so we have First Man Blood. Common Tongue. We speak Common Tongue. Wolfswood Clansman Aesthetics. All right, that's cool. All right, Traditions in Deepest Depths. All right, Alliance Negotiation Acceptance plus 50. White Peace Acceptance plus 10. Can recruit Wolfswood Hunters as men-at-arms. So that's an archer unit, even though the picture is a guy with a sword and shield. But go ahead. Go for it. Let's see. If you don't mind, I am going to read a little bit. The Wolfswood Clansmen, a hardy and hard-working people. The people of the clans within the Wolfswood are known not only for their rugged nature, but are also somewhat famed for their talents when it comes to ice fishing. While they may not be grand houses, the clansmen of the Wolfswood blood runs as deep as any noble family. Descended from the first men, some of the clans have outlasted the woods themselves, with some areas being reduced to ashes during an Ironborn raid. All right, cool. Eye for an eye. The vengeful trait is more common. The vengeful trait is seen as positive, while the forgiving trait is looked down upon. In this culture, slights are not to be forgotten nor forgiven. Its people can carry grudges for long, and vengeance is carried out with a passion. Okay, so here we go. We are invited to a grand melee of the Dreadfort. So I don't know if I'm going to do these a lot, because they're pretty time-consuming, these melees. But we'll do one for here. So it is time to break. Now, it does help me with some prestige, to be fair. So it's not like it's totally worthless. But hey, it's time to break some bones. Oh man, there was a message right here, but it ran out. I believe it had to do with Roderick. So in a Game of Thrones, which is pretty cool, you're heir in training. So there's different events that can happen that can progress or regress this heir in training trait that's right here. And I guess if you can get them up different levels when they come of age, they're even better prepared. So obviously that would be ideal, right, to have happen. But we'll try our best. We'll try our best with that. Okay, so I guess we're going to head on to the melee, though we were still reading our culture. Prolific hunters. Hunter trait is seen as prestigious. Characters gain hunter traits more often. Hey, travel speed plus 15%. All right, Grand Melee of the Dreadfort. I arrive at the grounds of the Grand Melee alongside warriors from across the realm. Some of them seem little more than green boys, hardly able to swing their swords, while others bear the scars of many a campaign and battle. The one thing that unites them all is courage. The melee ring is not for the faint of heart, but bravery alone will not carry the day. All right, for glory. All right, what else do we have? Forest fighters. The forest fighter commander trait is more common. And if they get that trait, have extra force bonuses. All right, all Wolfsland clansmen holding, so it helps with levy size and supply limit in forest, taiga, cloud forest, and taiga bog. This culture is well versed at fighting in forests. And then we have forest folk. This culture lives close to vast forests and knows how to forage in its boundaries. The forestry line of buildings have additional bonuses in counties of this culture. The construction of wood pastures building unlocks the first 4 tiers of watermills line. I would love watermill lines. So wood pasture buildings. Wood pasture. Where do we see wood pastures? Is that under forestry? Or wetland farms? I'm not sure. I should probably build one of these, though. I might as well get going, right? So, wetland farms. See, look how little some of these things net me in money. Wetland farms plus 0.18, 0.18, not 1.8 or 1.08. It's 0.18, so not a lot. So we got to take what we can get, I guess. So wetland farms, while wetlands will never offer the same opportunities for growing crops as plains, a flourishing vegetation can support a good number of farm animals. There are also opportunities for extracting both peat and salt. So I would say we might as well, right? But honestly, we should start with forestry, because forestry not only helps better with construction time, it helps with construction cost. And so far, at least in the first level, the tax income is the same. So that seems good. And station skirmishers, damn it. Well, we don't have any skirmishers. We have spearmen. So that's okay. Oh, wood pastures. Here it is. So the level 4 of forestry is the wood pastures. And then according to our culture of forest folk, that is with watermills. So we definitely want watermills, right? So I guess let's go ahead and start here at Ironrath. Let's go with forestry. Large amounts of lumber, resin, charcoal, and other resources are harvested from these forests, providing an excellent nearby source of building material for the surrounding towns. Well, that makes sense. All right. All right. Get started. And then we got some melee to fight, right? And then I don't know if Ludd is just going to sit there and... I don't know, but he might eventually attack me. I don't know what. Lord Ludd is arrogant, rude, he is ambitious, and wrathful. He's a web weaver. He is a skilled fighter, but I'm a much better fighter. Okay. The preliminary rounds of the melee have finished, and many good warriors have been struck down, but I stand unconquered. So I'm not going to watch every contest. I'm just going to wait for my name to be called, which should be any second here for us to start fighting. All right, here we are. Who am I fighting today? Lord Noseless Ned Woods of Greenwood. All right, let's get to it. So I can choose different things to do, and they'll either better help me or not. So strike, parry, riposte. It is a high increase to your likelihood of success with medium injury risk. I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. Let's see. Ooh, I don't want to throw any gold at him. Let's see. Better men than you have died trying to break my guard. Let's see. Which one gives me the best? I'll show you how I heft a sword. Oh, we're still going. Okay. That's the best of you got. You can't even hit me. Ah, and I am victorious. I have defeated Lord Noseless Ned Woods. But sometimes these things go for like 6 bouts. So who do we have next? Master Helman Tallheart. Oh, he's got pretty good prowess. 22. What's mine? 28. So he's pretty close. He's pretty close in prowess. Definitely want to go with the best one. Strike, parry, riposte. Ooh. Let's see. I'll show you how I heft a sword. Let's do that. Ooh. Let's see how you do without your hammer. Ooh, not good. He's got... Helman Tallheart's got high likelihood of success to either one. Actually, all of them. Not looking good. Strike, parry, riposte. Hey, I did it. I am victorious. Nice. All right, who do we got now? Lord Gowan of Grainstone Watch. Oh, I'm definitely a better fighter than this guy. All right, strike, parry, riposte. I can kind of go through it. I'll show you how I heft a sword. Usually the same moves will hopefully give me a victory. All right, I'll show you how I heft a sword. There we go. Ooh, the guy is kind of mad at me. He's holding a grudge. Get out of here with that. All right, alone in the kitchen. Greetings, my lord. Eben, one of the cooks, says. He's also one of my captains. Oh, you're not married. We need to find you a spouse. Let's just do that in the... Oh, all right. Let's do the kitchen. I have your son Asher with me here. He promised to clean the pots in the cookery, you see. He drops in a sharp breath. And cleaned every pot he did. He even scrubbed the cauldron without me even asking. That's a sweet boy you got there. Oh, good job, Asher. Such a sweet act. You will go far in life. So compassionate. Well, I definitely don't want lazy, and I don't want gluttonous, so Asher, I guess you are compassionate. All right, Eben, let's find you an old lady, huh? Wow, there's some pretty good ones out there. I don't really want to... Whoa, why do so many ladies from Essos want to marry him? That's weird. I want to find, let's see, Northern Clan... A Barrowman's not bad. Come on, wolves. Here we go. Let's see. You are 39. How about Aisling? She's nice. She's stubborn, patient, content. How about y'all get married, huh? There you go. Make me some kids. Well, you're not making me some kids, but, you know, hey. All right, another fight. We have Lord Donald Lurk of Edgewood Hills. Again, I should best him. Ooh, we have a new one. Attack first, attack hard, on guard. Okay, high risk, high reward, it seems. Hopefully it didn't hurt me too bad. Oh, we're still going. Ah, and I'm victorious again. Gosh, there can't be too many more fights. Well, we're still going. Here we go. Lord Edwile Knott of Braidmont. He's even a worse fighter. How'd he make it so far? A blow from my sword and a kick to the gut. You combine a heavy attack with an unexpected kick to Edwill's vitals. Nice. All right, strike rare, repair riposte. Victorious. See, this is why I don't always love doing these, because look how long I've been going at it. Now we have Lord Mathel. Okay. Attack first and attack hard. Oh, that one was a quick one. Oh, boy. All right, now we have Sir Trent Goodman. Oh, my lord. He has got a prowess of 30. Ouch. Okay, now this one's going to be a little tougher. He out prowesses me. I'll show you how I have to sword. Strike, parry, riposte. Both of these do the same. That's the best of you got. You can't even hit me. You have to let your guard down eventually, coward. Oh no, I have lost. I yield. I've gained the trait wounded too. What? Dang it. Oh, man. Oh, I thought I was doing pretty well. And now I have a failed wound treatment. All right, the long road home awaits. So I did not win that one, unfortunately. Sad. Lord Ludd has created a Liberty faction against the Glovers. I don't have anything to do with that. All right, you were always there for me, and I hope you know that I am grateful. My son and heir, Roderick, approached me in a rare display of appreciation. Oh, thanks, man. This is what it means to be a guardian, indeed. All right. Okay, what do we have here? My brother-in-law, my good brother, I come asking your leave to marry a maiden by the name of Barbary. Why are you asking me? Oh, he's here. Okay. I'm aware she is but a woman with no liege, but I assure you she is a skilled warrior who could be of use to you as a captain. All right, Barbary. Yes, she is. She has a prowess of 27. What in the world? She's a legendary blade master. Yes, please marry this woman. Oh, yes. Speaking, that's right, culture. Let's see, innovations. We don't need to look at that. Maybe it's religion. That's what we were going to look at. Main doctrine's equal. Okay, there we go. Both men and women can be commanders and captains. Oh, excellent. Okay. So Barbary is now my best fighter. Excellent. Okay, that's it. That's a great pickup. I like that. Heck yeah. Heck yes. I think that's great. My son Asher is more likely to receive a good education. Good. Oh, what do we have here? Constant disrespect. She won't listen to me, Roderick shouted, enraged as he stormed into my study. It took a fair amount of calming and cajoling, but eventually I learned the source of Roderick's ire was none other than my Captain Marion. Apparently the woman has been consistently dismissive of Roderick, ignoring his orders and rude to the point of offense. Marion, do you know who you were talking to? Are you serious right now? This is the heir of Ironrath. You do not dismiss him. And your first thought was, come to me, I asked, amused. Roderick threw his hands up in frustration. I don't know what to do. All right, so here we go. He must learn to forgive and forget. So he would gain the trait of forgiving, which is, it's okay, I guess. He has to stand up for himself. True. He gains the trait brave, which is a very good trait. Tell him to teach the woman a lesson she won't soon forget. She does kind of need a lesson. Gains the trait wrathful, which is good for martial. That might not be bad. Roderick is quick to anger and fury. Teach Roderick how to better handle this situation. So doesn't look like there's any traits on that one that Roderick could get, which I do prefer if he would gain a trait. Have Marion reprimanded. This can't continue. No, no, no. Let's see. Brave. It's either brave or wrathful. I mean, you still get 2 martial with brave, and martial's what, 3? But I feel like brave is better overall probably because he gains prowess for himself. Likelihood of dying in battle plus 100%. That kind of sucks though. But I think he has to stand up for himself. You need to lead, young sir. So there you go. Lead. All right, so you are now brave, my son. All right. All right, so we are still building away on our logging camp. A scheme at court. We must stop the villain. Oh, the schemes, the schemes. Always the schemes. My Master-at-Arms Royland has been showing off a promising new recruit. Let's take a look at you. You're not bad. Ambitious, stubborn, sadistic, faithful blade, military engineer, which is always nice. You are a decent fighter. No, I don't think I'm gonna pick you up. Speaking of which, actually, let's take a look at my. Make sure all these boys and girls, I should say, are married off. The stolen keg. I caught these 2 hiding in the food stores. A very irate cook shouts at me, dragging my sons Roderick and Asher in tow. Oh, my boys be getting in some trouble. Asher had stolen a whole keg of mead. Roderick tried to put it back by himself before I noticed, but no such luck for him. All right, so who is this for? This is for Roderick. Okay. Keeps the trait diligent. Ooh, diligent's a good one. Gregarious. Gregarious isn't bad, but not as good as diligent. Temperate's not bad either, but I think diligent is probably the best. I mean, diplomacy, stewardship, learning. It is virtuous to the old gods. Yes. Get that trait virtue. Roderick is he's cruising. He's moving up the lines. Another family feast. It sounds like the family was able to work through their problems. All right. A nose for profit. While out on a leisurely stroll, the cry of a particular merchant stands out from the regular hustle and bustle. All right, so this guy, all right, she's got some, or I guess she's got something to, why does she look like that? Is she hunchback? Yeah. Look at this lady. Look at Corinna. Look how low her head is. That is so funny. Okay. She wants to sell something to me. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can get a good deal. There's 37% chance I can strike a real bargain. Okay, I didn't quite get that one, but I did get the successful haggle and got some lifestyle perk experience. Let's see if I can improve. If I was able to influence my steward. Okay, I've been become the owner of a lucky Wolfswood Clansman coin, which is pretty good. Stewardship per stress level +1. I'm not stressed, so that doesn't do anything. But domain taxes +2% and monthly stewardship lifestyle experience +5%. Cool. The Dark Cave. One of my children at court, Osbert. Where's Osbert? This kid. Had taken the doll of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby cave. My son was there and saw it all happen. He ran into the cave and didn't come out for almost half an hour. But when he did, he had retrieved the toy, much to the annoyance of Osbert. Very brave, albeit perhaps somewhat foolish. So this is for Asher. Is this for brave? I assume so, yes. Stubborn. Stubborn's a pretty good trait, but wrathful's good too. But I think, again, brave. We're going to get brave. And go with that. Brave is pretty good. All right. So I'm not going to. Oh, good. My wound has healed. A snowy day. What should I do? I think perhaps I'll visit the treasury. The snowy day is finally the excuse I need to go over the treasury books. Perhaps there is an error in our favor and I have more wealth than originally thought. My steward and I set about the task of going through the records. Let's count the coins. All right, Lord Duncan gained some opinion of me. Not that I was that worried about it, but still. Let's see. Let's get cutting cornerstones. And then, yes, my trinket. I need to equip my lucky Wolfswood Clansman coin. There we go. Is my gosh darn forest, is that done yet? Almost. All right, traveling abroad. Roderick came to me this morning with a rather interesting plan. Father, I know you do your best to train me as your heir, but not all of my education could be found here at Ironrath. I was thinking perhaps I might visit Master Galbart for a time. Noticing my reluctance, he quickly continued, he is a learned man in his own right, after all, and he is also our liege. Spending a few months with him in the Wolfswood could teach me a great deal. I think that's a great idea. All right, he will stay for up to 6 months, where he may receive some benefit to his training as your heir. I agree. Go, my son. All right. Excellent, excellent. All righty. Just a month left, and our logging camp will be done. There we go. Logging camp, yay! Oh, goodness. What I'm kind of thinking is still, let's see. Probably still building the wetland farms. Because we need income. So 81 gold, 2 years still. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's a long time. But I don't think we got to check. How far do we to the next perk? Yeah, a long time. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get those wetland farms building away, because there's 2 years until they are constructed. I could declare wars. Yes, we are still feuding. Luckily, nothing has really happened, so I don't know what his deal is. Far from home, a stranger is brought before me. Ooh, these folks look really weird. They are Norvoshi, and they have the bearded god. Ah, we consider them evil. No. I'm sorry. I mean, I could get them to convert. Decent steward, decent fighter. Inquisitive, just, patient. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm... Well, she's got other ones. She's got kids. Oh, man. What to do? They don't really have a lot to offer. I mean, at least I would convert them. All right. You do have to embrace the old gods, though. There we go. Hey, you grew some hair. So did your kids. Look at that. So I guess just by embracing the religion, they grew some hair. So I'll take it. On his way, I've just heard back from Roderick, and his trip to Deepwood Mott has come to an end. Evidently, Roderick was met personally by Master Galbart and shown every hospitality. He was given a room at the castle and spent the majority of his trip being personally trained by Master Galbart himself, and the rest at Master Galbart's court. From everything Roderick said in the letter, it was overall an excellent and most productive experience. I look forward to his return soon. Okay, so let's see what it says. Roderick's air training progresses a large amount. He gains 300 stewardship experience and 300 learning experience, and his learning increases by 1. Heck yeah. So he just gained 62% progress gaining into being a prepared heir. How old is he, by the way? He's 14, so he's not that far from gaining an age. Good, Asher. I'm kind of wondering... Oh, look, he's building a logging camp too. Nice. Don't mind if I let him do that for me, to be honest. Hey, we're making 4 gold a month. All right, 4 gold a month. An angry master of arms. Oh, boy. It is late in the day when I am suddenly interrupted by one of my counselors bursting into the throne room in a rage. Your son today had the temerity to give me orders. Orders! Royland shouted, as if I were some common servant and not your master of arms. I raised my hands, urging the man to calm himself. You must remember I am training Roderick to one-day rule, and he will be your lord once I am gone. He is not the lord yet. Aha. All right, try to teach Roderick to use greater tact. That's probably true. Convince Royland to help with Roderick's training. All right, there's only 1% chance he helps to train Roderick, so that's not a good choice. Let the two of them work it out for yourselves. I think I'm going to try and teach Roderick to use greater tact here. It's 48% that he understands. All right. 38% he doesn't understand. And 12% it actually goes backwards. He completely misunderstands Roderick. Okay, you're not a dumb boy. Okay, so I need you to understand. All right, what are we at? We're at 72%. He completely misunderstands. You son of a gun. Oh no, he lost all of that work we had done. That really stinks. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, but still. Man, oh man. All right. My wife has gained architectural expertise. Always good. So kind of nice of Lord Ludd to spend time improving that for me. Family feast. Friendship. Tonight's family feast in the Great Hall at Ironrath went rather well. My young daughter, Mira. Where are you? There you are, Mira, who is now 8. Was a delightful child, beaming widely and charming almost everyone at the table. I also got on really well with my wife. She drank with me once the meal was done, and before I knew it, we were both laughing and regaling each other with stories. Is this the beginning of a new friendship? Well, she is your wife. So my wife becomes my friend? I guess? If she's my friend, does that mean we cannot have a good time? Oh, I can seduce her. I can also romance her. I should probably romance her, yes? Divorce her. No. The gift of generosity. My son and heir Roderick has been impressed with one of the household captains for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Give others their due, and you will receive your own in turn. It keeps the trait generous, which does hurt my monthly income. What's my other option? Patient. I mean, it's good for his diplomacy. But I don't really want to lose my monthly income, even though it is a virtuous trait. Honestly, I'm going to give him patient. All right. What do we have here? A most dangerous game, the moose. A messenger arrived at my court today with a request for aid from a local village. The messenger states that a rather large bull moose has been terrorizing the village and several of its men have been injured by the beast. A bull moose can be a serious problem, especially if the beast is in rut. There are a reason, after all, that the creature is the sigil of House Hornwood. Oh, baby, we're going hunting. Heck yeah, we're going hunting big time. We arrive at the village where they had been celebrating the harvest until the bull moose disrupted everything. While some cleaning had been done, there was still much destruction by the beast. The villagers inform us that the beast oft comes at night and scavages around the village for food, destroying gardens and food stores. All right, mimicking a rival's call may bring it out. Oh boy, here we go. This is a long one. As the sun sets, we hear the bugle of the bull moose as it approached the village. My men and I take positions downwind from where it approaches. Arrows would be useless in the torchlight, so we equip ourselves with boar spears. When the torchlight catches the bull moose, a chill goes down my spine. The beast is massive. But the light plays tricks and casts about shadows, creating a sight that rivals the legends of the long night. We charge with our spears, stabbing at the moose. I feel my spear ripped from my hands as the beast turned to flee. We wait until dawn's first light to track the moose, but we find no signs of blood. The beast has escaped us. Oh, no! Darn it. All right. Well, we were unsuccessful on that account. Well, that kind of stinks. All right. So something to consider. We do have you up here. I could move north to the water. He is married. Interesting. There is a duchy. Where is the duchy capital? The duchy capital would be Ironrath, so that's good. So I already am in that position. Roderick has come of age. With his coming of age, my tuition as Roderick has come to an end. Despite always seeming to seek authority and order, Roderick has not become as proficient as expected in the administration of lands and people. Few would be impressed by his understanding of the subject, but he has at least developed a sound grasp on the basics of management and the beginnings of a sensible frugality. So he has got the 2-star thrifty clerk, so not bad, and he did get the 3-starred fighting skilled fighter. So for as far as the heir and training mechanic, we're still at 0%. They grow up fast. Oh, it's still there. Okay. So is this here as long as he is heir then? And not just coming of age? Well, that's good. All right. So I still got a chance for this. He can fight though. 19. And he doesn't even have the family's heirloom at the moment. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Only an average steward. Kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. I know he's not married. I'm not in a super rush on that, but I know we will need to do that soon. So I think that's where we'll probably stop this very first episode. We have now set the stage. We've gone on a melee. We've done a few things. Our heir is now at least an adult. And I think probably in the next episode, we're going to start pointing our eyes at maybe some lands. Do I leave the White Hills here to build a little bit more? Perhaps. Something to keep an eye on. Or do we go ahead and head straight for more wood here and scoop this up? Which one's making more? Actually, more wood is actually making more. So something to consider here. We'll think about it. What else is in the duchy? Actually, these 2 lands are in my duchy, but they are vassals to the Starks, unfortunately. But I mean, geez, we're just a couple counties away from the Stark. So there you go, my friends. So that is the end of the first episode of our reboot of House Forrester, if you will. Hopefully, most of you here have never even seen that, so this will feel new. I very much look forward to it. I would love if you would consider subscribing if you are interested at all. Otherwise, comment. Anything else, I'm here for the long haul with y'all and look forward to seeing you again for this next episode as soon as I can. See you soon. Bye.